in this video, we're going to go over some advanced attachments, Xrefs. Typically, we are doing these in paper space. So one of the cool tips I'd like to give you guys is we, for the irrigation side and sometimes landscape side, is we do a lot of calculations, stuff in Excel sheets. And so one of the neat features that AutoCAD added a while ago is I can take on this Excel sheet and I can simply select everything that I want copied into AutoCAD, and I can simply just copy it. And then now I'm going to paste it. And now it has been pasted into AutoCAD. And so I didn't have to go through the Xref manager. It was a simple copy and paste. And now this item is now pasted into. So all my calculations, I can go through here and put in my pressure calc. I can put in my water use. All that information can go here on the plan. So, so that is very nifty. I use this daily. And then the next thing that happens, because previously, before you did that, you'd have to plot it as a PDF and then attach the PDF on here, which is a multi-step process. So copy and pasting, let's say I made a mistake on here, I could just easily come through here again, make the change. I want this to be 2-inch. Select it again, Control C for copy, right click, and then paste. And this, I just hit cancel. You don't need to change any of that information. And now you can see 2-inch instead of 1-inch. Just so you know, whatever you bring this, what you're pasting in ends on your current layer. So I had it on my paper space layer. So it was then put in on the paper space layer. Next, and then easily with this, I can delete it if I want. And then let's see. So I'm going to go under, I could attach. So this is your, where I'm going to attach a PDF, where is PDF files. So that's where you can select file type. And I'm going to look for this water district PDF. And then it's going to let me select which PDFs I want. You can also do multiple pages. This one, I'm just going to do this one right here. And now it has brought that PDF in here. So this is a PDF of a detail of pipe trenching. One thing to know when you're in here is under the insert, you can see this. It's called the frame around it, which is the edge of the PDF. So under here, you can hide the frames, you can display and plot the frames, or you can display and don't plot. So typically, I use display but don't plot because I don't want the frames plotting. It's just doesn't look nice. If you hide the frames, then you can't move it. So if you hide it here, now those frames went away, but I can't select it. I actually just did select it, but it's much more difficult to select and move. It's usually typically easier to go through and have them show up, display but don't plot. So you can see here, I can see them, but then when I go to plot preview, then they go away. But that's just a matter of preference. You can do it either way. And then one of the newer features is importing the PDF. So if I click here and I do import PDF, and go back, select the same PDF, and then when I import it, now it is converting the PDF into actual CAD. So here I can't go in and edit it all. But on here, this is a block. Go into the editor, which you'll see later. But all this is been, you know, it's taken it and actually turned it into text. And then this is now line work in here. The hatching that they had, it doesn't know to turn it into hatching, so it just turns it into line work. So this is pretty advanced OCR and everything else technology that has been built in. So it's pretty cool that they added that you can come in here, and then if I wanted to, here it's much more difficult to edit because I can't edit, I can't open. So if I wanted this to say something else, I'd actually have to put a wipeout over it that makes it white, and then type in some text over it. And then if you hope that if you move it, that you got to make sure that you grab the text with it, it becomes a lot more complicated. Versus here, if I'm going in here, I can go to block editor and I can say, let's say approved by Yucca Valley. And since this is, I could say 34. I don't know. I'm just typing in 34, but now I close it and now it's in here. So, so it doesn't always work right. A couple times when I bring it in, it doesn't quite convert everything properly. And so when that actually does happen, I will scrap this and I will go back and I will use the plain PDF import or attachment. And so as you can see too, when I go to Xref now, you can see that I have the PDF shows up as an attachment, but this is, since it's CAD line work and it's a block, which is a future lesson, is this is just, it's not attached. I won't ever lose the link. It's natively in the drawing, where this is attached to the drawing and is a separate file. So same thing with the Excel. The Excel, let's see, sorry. The Excel, when I copy the Excel in, that is actually in the file here. So when I go Xref, you can see it's not an actual attachment, it's in the file. So that is some advanced Xrefs for you. I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks.